Uh, I think as a community with Ohio University, the student body, the city of Athens, and all of the city has to offer, that we're a really, really unique community smack dab in the middle of southeastern Appalachian Ohio. Um, we have some of the most amazing natural resources in our area. We have some of the most talented, smart, young individuals who are coming up with cool things all the time. I'll share a real quick story with you. Um, our wastewater treatment plant has what's called the effluent water that flows into the Hocking River after it's been cleaned and whatnot. It's going out there. And I reached out to a faculty member in the engineering department and said, I know there's smart kids, smart individuals in the engineering department. Can they figure out a way to create micro hydroelectricity based upon this water that's being discharged in the river? And lo and behold, 6 months later, they came up with a plan saying, you know what, here's how much it would cost, and here's how we could do it, and this is the power that you would generate. And it's just one of these really kind of interesting, symbiotic relationships that we have. And so that's one of the things I think is really cool about our environment. I've often said I like to being mindful of the city itself and all the residents. If someone comes with an interesting idea or application or some technology and says, Mayor Patterson, can we test this somewhere in the city of Athens and see if this works on a bigger scale than in a lab or whatever? My answer is always yes, as long as it doesn't blow something up or cause something to catch fire, or drown somebody. Let's check it out. Let's kind of view the city of Athens as kind of a mini innovation lab, So,
Mm-hmm.
so that, there's a lot of things that I think are really cool about the city of Athens, things that really work well. But that's really the biggest thing is the relationships that we have as a community in its totality. We've grown up together. Ohio University started in 1804. The city of Athens was established in 1797. So we've literally grown up together and will continue to do so, which is another thing that makes us really interesting and unique. So I don't really see problems between the city and students, or between my office and students. The only problem that I would say there is that we're not able to engage consistently with the student body, which I would really like to do. Like if I could hold forum with student senate or graduate student senate on a regular basis, I would love to, at that level, so that I'm getting feedback from the student's point of view as opposed to hearing, as I often do, on the flip side, which is a resident's view of what the students, how they might be impacting the city of Athens, or from a business owner who might feel like somehow they're being negatively or sometimes positively impacted. So that would probably be the only problem, but that's not a problem with the students per se. That's just trying to figure out a way to where we can consistently engage with the student body. I think that's important at being mayor, to where everybody knows that they can come and engage with the mayor. It's not like I live in an ivory tower, by being the mayor of the city of Athens. This door that's open is often open as opposed to often closed. My policy when I was faculty at OU was that I had a true open door policy. If my door is open, I'm sitting in there, knock on the door and come on in. So as mayor, I kind of do the same thing. Utilize the bike path, our 22-mile bike path that goes all the way from the far east side of Athens all the way on into Nelsonville. That's, I think, a very unique and binding feature that's in the city. So utilizing that. Farmers market is another thing I really enjoy about Athens. We have a nationally recognized farmers market that has about 80 to 90 vendors. We have a 30-mile meal program throughout the Athens County and really beyond, surrounding counties, which I think lends itself not just to the farmers market, but it's kind of this philosophy to where if you want to go and see where your lettuce is grown, or you want to go and see where your eggs come from, or you want to go and see where your beef comes from, you can literally drive within 30 miles of Athens and go and see who's farming it, which really is a way in which food security and food quality kind of becomes enhanced in our environment. That's kind of unique to the city, and is, believe it or not, it's fun. My wife and I are also involved in growing hops for some of our local breweries, and that's something I enjoy doing. I enjoy being part of the 30-mile meal environment. So yes, those are some of the fun things that we enjoy doing. One of my biggest goals, I think, is to revitalize and beautify the uptown area corridor, bringing it back to life. I mean, this is this Union Street, among some of the other older streets, are where everything started when it comes to Athens. And it's our oldest retail space, retail streets in the city of Athens. And it's it abuts Ohio University, so we're all in, one, give or take square mile of space, and always kind of exploring ways to enhance and beautify, this corridor, because this is where the bulk of tourists will come to this part of the city. Certainly we have parents of students at Ohio University who are coming to either drop off, visit, pick up their children, their kids at the end of the academic school year, so they're all up here too. And so the more we can enhance it and make it a desirable destination for individuals to spend some time, that's a positive thing. It's a positive thing from an economic standpoint. It's a positive thing from just a first impression tourism standpoint. It's a vitally important, I think, corridor. And the whole city is important, but that's an area that I'm really kind of focusing on, at least in my first term. I do, and that is that, again, keep in mind, it's not a town gown. It's not, I don't really particularly like using that term because it has a connotation of divisiveness, as if there's an us and them, we're siloed in our environment. We're not. It's one community. It's one community. We all work together. We all play by the same rules, but we also encourage and help each other within the community. I mentioned the innovation. I get as much help from the Ohio University student body when it comes to innovative, interesting things that we can implement in the city of Athens, as I like, trying to bestow upon them, and being good neighbors. Get out and know your neighbors. Come enjoy farmers market. Explore the environment around us, because there's a lot to see that's beyond the boundaries of what is Ohio University within your community. If it is one community, be part of the community.